Praise the Lord. My name is Vibin, and I am from Kanna district. I took the covenant on November 3, 2023. Some problems within my family led me to take this covenant. When I first came here, I did not know anything about the covenant or Krupasanam because I am a non-Christian. After completing the first 90 days of the covenant, nothing significant happened in my life. Initially, I was hesitant to distribute the Krupasanam papers to others. During a period when I faced financial issues, it was my brother who helped me. However, after completing my first 90 days of the covenant, Mother Mary first blessed my brother. He got an online job with an American-based company, which he can do from home. The salary he receives is beyond anything we could have imagined. In February, I renewed my covenant. 5 or 6 days later, while praying, I noticed an image of Mother Mary, identical to the one in our covenant pendant, reflected in a drop of the covenant candle. I brought it here and showed it to others. While praying here in Krupasanam, I met a Christian sister who knew how to pray and who later took my phone number. We started praying together over the phone, and I began praying for her intentions as well. Currently, I am in the covenant, and she is not. Her daughter, who is in Germany, was facing challenges related to a power of attorney that she needed to submit to the court. She asked me to pray for the matter, so I told Mother Mary about it. I didn't understand much about the issue, but Mother Mary took care of it. The power of attorney was submitted on the required date despite many difficulties, which I believe were resolved through prayer. This happened because of my covenant, as she was not in the covenant at that time and still isn't. In May, while lighting the candle, I started seeing shapes such as the Holy Cross and roses forming in the wax. I have photos of these occurrences. I continued with my second and third covenants. I initially took the covenant due to family issues. When I first stood in line to see Fr. Joseph, I smelled jasmine flowers. When I met him, he didn't say much to me. Later, when I met him again, he asked if I had any ongoing legal cases. I said no, but that there might be one soon. He assured me he would pray for me and gave me a Mother Mary pendant. I wore it and continued praying. One night, I saw Fr. Joseph in a dream. I asked him why he hadn't given me a clear answer earlier, as it had left me feeling sad. He smiled, tapped my shoulder, and asked me to think of a number between 10,000 and 100,000. I said 23,000, and he tapped my back with a smile. I carried this number in my mind for 2 or 3 days without understanding its significance. Then, I prayed to Mother Mary for clarity. She guided me to remember that Fr. Joseph once said the Bible contains 3 lakh verses and more than 8,800 covenants. This inspired me to count the verses in the Bible. Using a mobile app, I counted until I found Jeremiah 3 verse 17. I don't remember the verse exactly now, but you can look it up as a task. When I randomly select verses from the Bible, Mother Mary always guides me to meaningful ones. For example, I was twice led to 2 Maccabees 7:26, which says, "When the pressure increases, she prays to inspire her son." This verse reminds me that when we compel Mother Mary with our prayers, she cannot leave it unresolved without telling her son. This has become a foundational verse in my prayers. One day, Mother Mary appeared to me in a dream while I was at Krupasanam. She wasn't in the glass chamber where her statue usually is. Instead, she was sitting on the ground, looking unwell and sweaty. Another woman and I were there. We approached Mother Mary and called to her. She asked for water. I searched everywhere and finally found a jug and a dirty glass. I cleaned the glass, filled it with a little water left in the jug, and gave it to her. She drank it, and when I apologized for the small amount, she reassured me that it was enough. Then, she tapped my shoulder and left. I couldn't understand the meaning of the dream, so I asked the Christian sister and others. They suggested that the dirt on the glass might symbolize some spiritual shortcomings in my life. They advised me to increase my missionary and charitable activities, which I did. Though I was initially reluctant to distribute Krupasanam papers, I overcame that hesitation and now distribute them every month. Mother Mary later appeared to me again, this time in my bedroom. She was dressed in pink and carried a bag. I can't say whether it was a dream or not because I was half awake. She told me the bag contained things prepared for me and that she would give them to me one by one. This filled me with immense joy. Another time, a person approached me about a financial issue. He was worried about not being able to repay some money. I told him not to worry and assured him that either he would get more time or the lenders would decide they didn't need the money. Just as I said, things worked out for him. I also began praying the rosary regularly after coming here, something I didn't know how to do before. Now, I pray at least 2 or 3 rosaries daily. I also finished reading the Bible completely once and am now reading it for the second time. One day, I felt a strong urge to touch Mother Mary's statue. Fr. Clinton was there, and I asked him for permission. He said it wasn't possible since only new covenant takers were allowed. However, he prayed over me, placing his hand on my head. Later, Mother Mary responded to my desire in her own way. I also found a miniature sculpture of Mother Mary, which I keep as a symbol of her presence. It appeared miraculously after the candle finished and I put it in the covenant oil can. I pray with it daily, and it strengthens my connection with her. Through this journey, I've learned that Mother Mary takes care of every aspect of our lives. When we place our faith, hope, and love in her, she clears the obstacles in our path. I have immense love for Mother Mary, and I even call her a muse, as a term of endearment. Now, my intentions in the covenant have shifted. Initially, my personal intentions were at the forefront, but as time has passed, I've prioritized God and Mother Mary. I realize now that my life is entirely devoted to them, and I will remain in the covenant always. These are my testimonies. I thank Mother Mary and Jesus for their countless blessings, and I am deeply grateful for their presence in my life.